So we're here with Larry from Phoenix Innovation. They are fenestration specialists. And Larry, tell us a little bit about Phoenix, how it came to be.
I suppose Phoenix was born out of frustration. The directors and the owners of Phoenix, and I'd like to stress that we are a locally owned company. We're not a foreign-owned company. We were part of a multinational group that had been in the Australian market for about 50 years, and we felt that the company was losing touch with its customer base and people. So I suppose it was born out of frustration. Three of us decided to leave the company and set up our own company because our background is the window and door industry, and we're here to offer perimeter sealing solutions and hardware solutions to the industry as a whole.
Now, I suppose one of the first things people would say is it's great, it's a new company. I think we'll see in a minute here the innovations that you guys have come up with. But one of perhaps the criticisms people would say is that you guys are made in China. Now I know obviously Apple is made in China, Volvo is now made in China, a number of companies. But I mean, how do you counter that? I mean, do they sort of design the product over there and do the wholesale everything there? How do you supervise quality and things like that?
Well, I'd say like 90% of current suppliers into the industry manufacture in China. Okay. Let's get that elephant out of the room. We, because of our experience in the industry, we do actually all of the design here, and we manufacture it offshore in China. The quality, our products are manufactured to international standards. The suppliers that we use currently in China are suppliers that I've had relationships with for 20 years plus.
Right.
So, it's not that we just hopped on a plane and found the cheapest alternative. That's not our go. We actually deal with reputable, well-established manufacturers in China, and market leaders in their markets and globally as well.
I think what was quite interesting for me was in your initial stages when you guys were testing products, there was a product that was delivered, and when you guys discovered that there was an issue with it, it was a few $100,000, which is a lot of money for a startup. And both you and the supplier came to an agreement where you just said, we're not going to deliver this to the customers.
We pulled it instantly and then set about redesigning it because we're not going to go to the market with inferior product and with quality issues.
All right.
It's just that's what we're going to do.
All right, Larry. So we're going to take a look at some of the products.
Yeah.
And Larry's going to lead us through the more technical aspects, which I'm not really that. But so it'll be a learning experience for all of us.
The product range that we're going to have a look at now, the polyurethane seals, predominantly kerf mounted for timber and aluminium windows and doors. Now I was part of a team in the mid-80s that pioneered the use of urethane seals in the Australian market. And you probably know the brands. So they're supplied by Schlegel's leading perimeter seal manufacturer. These seals are, without a doubt, the benchmark for acoustics, water penetration, air infiltration performance. But they really haven't changed in the 30 years since we introduced them in the mid-80s. And it would be easy for us at Phoenix to come into the market, copy the existing products, and just have a Me Too option and
just at a cheaper price sort of thing.
And it just becomes a commodity, and we take all the value adding out of it. That's not what Phoenix is all about. So what we did, we took our experience and the 30 years of knowledge of these seals, and looked at them and said, well, okay, what can we do to improve these products? They haven't changed in 30 years. Yes, they're excellent seals, but there are things that we can do to them that make them better. And it's not a Me Too product. So we actually redesigned the seals, we cut dies, we trialed, and as mentioned before, we made mistakes, we withdrew the product, went back, retooled, and I believe now we've got the best product offer in the market for kerf mounted and T-slot mounted polyurethane seals.